So my name is Calvin Mutize, YaliCreatives, and today I'm with Macon Phillips.
Great to be here.
You can read all about him. But anyway, one of the reasons why we're doing this video here in Dakar, Senegal, is the session that we just had just now. We're talking about using social media for change. But there's one thing that you talked about that I really loved. It's not about the post, the like, the retweet, or how many people you have on your social media account, but it's about social engagement. So tell us more about it. How can we use the social media platform that we have to actually not just have engagement, but have people pull into it? I don't know if you get that.
No, I get it, and it was a great conversation. We talked about a lot of things. I think the two big points from that part are how we thought about social media at the State Department, at the White House, and that's really two things along those lines. That it's more than just amplification and how many shares did you get, how many retweets did you get,
how many people saw it.
Yeah, right. Then that's important. But there's so much more, and it's more challenging. But I think that the question you should always be asking yourself about your social media program is what you've learned from social media. And this is something that we work on with our ambassadors at the State Department, that the White House we've absolutely worked on with our petitions platform and other things, is recognizing that social media isn't just an easier way to broadcast out your message.
Let the message go out.
Right? There's also a great way to know what's going on. And I think if you even think about your own personal use of social media, no one likes to have a friend on social media that's only just talking about themselves all the time. You also log into social media to see what's going on.
That's true.
And I think similarly,
information.
That's right. And I think that's increasingly important for institutions
To get feedback.
To get feedback, to understand what's going on in a world that is affected by social media. Well, the second thing, and this is the exciting part for Yali, is to understand that the world we live in now, particularly online, is one of networks. That the United States is not the center of our efforts, and Yali is the best example of that. We are a participant in a network of young African leaders. Now,
it's broadening. It's growing every day.
It's growing every day.
Exponentially growing every
and it's
single
growing
day.
in a way that's not just our effort. You took the YaliCreatives as a great example of taking the initiative to create your own network that's part of Yali.
Part of
right? But it's also its own thing, and that's where we want to see things continue to go. When we look at over 250,000 members of the Yali network, those are
250 members.
Thousand.
Oh, 250,000.
Not this much, like this much.
No,
right?
That's good.
That's a huge number.
And it's growing every day.
It's growing every day. We have thousands of them here in Senegal, thousands of them in Zimbabwe. Every country, thousands of young people, and the number of young leaders. The number one question we get is, how do I connect with one another? I go to events like this all the time, and what ends up happening is in the room, the people who've come to the event see me don't know each other. They share email addresses, they try to connect.
Cards and stuff.
So my challenge to YaliCreatives, to everyone, is help us think about a platform that the U.S. government doesn't control or own. They can actually push down the network and make connections between really amazing young leaders. There are entrepreneurs working on very similar businesses in different countries.
So many.
There are creative leaders working on art projects and all sorts of things in different countries.
Same projects, but in different silos. They're doing it in silos.
I said this earlier. I'm fortunate enough in this job that I get to travel to a lot of different countries.
Cool.
It's an amazing experience. And one of the neatest parts, but also the most frustrating parts, is I have a lot of events like this where I meet with members of the Yali Network. Someone tells me what they're doing, and it reminds me of someone else I met. And I can only connect so many. I think the real opportunity for the Yali Network is to work together to develop a platform where people can connect with one another at scale. And we've already seen that happen with the Africa for Her initiative. Right?
That was an amazing.
It was awesome
to see the amount of people who are doing amazing work in Africa connect in one place and celebrate the women that are doing amazing things.
And the thing about Yali is, it's not that Yali has made them all do it. These are people that are already doing the stuff in their communities. We're just trying to connect them so they can actually work better together. That's ultimately what Yali is all about, is helping young leaders across the continent that are already making a difference in their communities go from good to great. And
taking a step further.
Amazing. Absolutely.
So there you are. If you're a member of Yali Network, if if you're a member of the Mandela Washington Fellowship, then you need to make sure you help us and help each other and help the whole rest of Africa to get connected. That's why we need to get connected. One continent with so many countries coming together.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've got any ideas about this, hit me up on Twitter, Macon44, if you're already following me. Thanks for tuning in.